Good afternoon, guys. It's been a minute since we've kind of gone live with you guys. I do apologize, but I got a special guest in the shop today that we've kind of been working on for the past week. If you've seen some of our posts that we've done in the past week on Instagram and Facebook, you'll kind of see that we got a little celebrity in the car, or in the shop, I'm sorry, excuse me. We got a little celebrity in the shop. This is the 2019, obviously, the 2019 the unit facelift with the backside of it. The 2019 ZL1 1LE. Now this car is in Orange Crush. Okay, as you guys can see, you guys might have seen it. If you're active on the Camaro pages and different stuff and the group pages and stuff that we kind of jump in on, you have seen this car before past couple weeks. It was on a trailer and everything, big old deal about it. Well, we have it in our hands. We've had it on our hands probably about a week. We've been doing a couple different things, testing a few different things to make sure that we verify some fitments on some things with the new models. We always like to make sure that everything's going to fit perfectly. Nothing's going to be a big problem when we go to letting you guys know about these products that, hey, this fits, this works. This fits here, or there's something here going on with this or this and that. Anyways, moving on. One of the systems that we've kind of been testing and we've been checking out lately, if you guys haven't been keeping up, has been the AWE tuning. They're actually the AWE systems. They have their race versions, their touring versions and stuff like that they have been wanting us to test. And we've had them on a couple of different cars. Now, with the 2019, the whole new facelift and everything, we wanted to verify fitment on a 2019, and luckily enough, this beautiful car actually showed up, and why not fit one on, right? So another couple of things we've also done, we also got hit up by a company you guys might know, a little company called Roto-Fab. They do fabulous cold air intakes, okay? And they also hit us up and said, hey, can we verify fitment on our intake system as well? Sure, why not? We have the car in our hand. So what we did is we went ahead and put a Roto-Fab intake on it, and we did an AWE catback exhaust system. Now the system on this car is the touring version, okay? Customer didn't want to go with the full race version. He wanted to keep it a little tame. He is going to drive the car. He is going to track it a little bit. So he wanted something that was going to be better than stock, but it'll stay, you know, to where it's not going to drone as much. It's not going to have a big problem, you know, driving down the cruise, going on a cruise, or, you know, driving down the road, just enjoying the weekend. And so it was a perfect fitment, perfect finish, and everything. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to get the car in the air. We'll show you what it looks like. Then, in a little bit, I'm going to fire it up for you guys. Okay, so we'll get it in the air. So excuse the noise as we go up. I'll show you the suspension too. You guys want to see what the suspension difference is between an SS or a ZL1. There's a little bit of a difference in the suspension. It's pretty nice stuff. I will say Chevrolet did a very good job putting this car together. Car handles great. It's very quick. I mean, quick to throttle response. Even before the intake, we haven't driven it since the intake. Intake was put on this morning. But the exhaust was finished up the past couple days, and we've just kind of been enjoying it. Getting all these pictures and getting all this information for you guys, so that way when you guys get this system, y'all know exactly what to do with it and how it looks. All right, so there it is. Excuse it's been a little dirty in the shop here. The wind's been blowing. In Texas, we got a nice little cool front this week. But here it is. This is the AWE catback exhaust, and this is the touring version. Okay, now the difference between the touring version and the race version is essentially just the mufflers. Other than that, this is the full system. So we'll kind of start from back to front, okay? This customer did decide to go with the diamond black tips. So some of you guys that might have seen the system or might have been thinking about the system, what tips do you want to go with? This is the diamond black. This is what it looks like. The chrome are obviously a straight chrome. So what I like to kind of describe this diamond black, it's kind of like a chrome that's dipped in black to make a dark tint. So essentially what it looks like. Has a real nice effect, looks really good on the car, goes along with everything very well. So if you guys are thinking between chrome or the diamond black, you're not going to be disappointed with either one, really. Now moving forward, So moving forward, obviously the 180-degree technology mufflers that they have. Okay, now these do a great job keeping the drone minimized on the interior of the car. They still allow the full sound of the exhaust to be penetrated through the back. So you're going to get the full effect of a great sounding system out the back and still have minimal drone on the inside. Okay, so now everything is, this stuff, These guys, AWE, they went the extra mile and they actually serial code each of their exhaust systems. So if there's ever a problem or something ever comes up down the road or something like that, they know exactly what system, when it was built, who built it, and all that stuff. So it's really cool. Another nice little feature they threw on their systems is that they joined the piping right here. They joined that piping. It's got a nice pipe in there. It's obviously laser cut and it's got their logo on it. Really nice touch from these guys because you won't see this done by a whole lot of people, but these guys did a very good job doing that. So moving forward, as you guys can see, it's a full 3-inch system. Goes right onto the factory hangers, goes right in place. No problems there. Everything clears. You can get plenty of hands gapped all the way through it. Everything clears the factory components, factory suspension, factory braces. Everything clears. It does a very nice job. A very easy install. If you guys are doing this yourself in your garage or you're on the jack stands or anything like that, it's going to be a very nice, very easy install. Okay, so moving forward, we got the brace right here. Everyone knows these factory braces. If you guys have been under your car, you know these factory braces, they kind of tend to get in the way when it comes to these larger exhaust systems. Well, obviously you guys can see there's plenty of room on this 3-inch system between that brace. Take my hand, stick it right in there. Not a problem. It's a big difference from the factory 2 3/4 system, which is sitting right over there, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So moving forward from that brace, straight pipes, AWE does have the option of getting their resonated system. This is the non-resonated system. The resonated system is basically going to have a couple little bullet mufflers, as what I kind of refer to them as. They're going to sit right in here, but obviously they help with the resonance when it comes to the extra tone and everything that they have going on. Their option, you can choose which one you want to go with, resonated or non-resonated. Either way, you can get the race or the track system for the muffler side of it. Moving forward here, obviously goes into the piping. Plenty of clearance, plenty of room around the factory components, not a problem there. And the only thing we did do was cut the factory system to match up the AWE system. Now that was just a simple cut. They tell you exactly where to cut it, how far back to cut it, all that simple stuff. And all you do is just slide the tubes back in place, put the clamps on it, bolt it all down together. Now, what I suggest for catbacks, I suggest when you start bolting down this catback, start here at the front and then work your way back. You want to work your way back only because it's going to allow you to move it in case you want to adjust the tips. The good thing about the tips that I didn't mention when we were back here, the good thing about them is that these tips are adjustable. So you can slide the tips in and out. You want the tips to stick out a little bit further, not a problem. Loosen that clamp right there, slide it out a little bit. You want them to be sunken in a little bit, not a problem. That clamp, go ahead and slide that tip in, not a problem. So it all lines up very nice, very well, and I'm a little excited about it because this car is going to sound pretty good. We haven't gotten to drive it yet. We've only heard it, but it's going to sound pretty good, I think, when we're rolling down the road. Well, let's go ahead and drop it and show you some stuff under the hood that we did. And real quick, before we drop the car, I want to show you guys the factory system. Okay, the factory system, just a quick glimpse at it. So in case you guys haven't seen or you're thinking about doing it, maybe you're doing it yourself in your garage, this is the entire factory system. So you guys can see here, it's all 2 3/4, and it's got the crushed piece sitting right there, which in my opinion, I'm looking under the car, I don't want to see that. That's my opinion. Some people are okay with it. Some guys are just take the center pipe and they just weld a piece of pipe on there so that way it completes the system. That works too. But replacing a factory system with a full stainless piece like this, I mean, anytime you go under the car, it's just kind of a masterpiece, you know. I liked it. So it came out really nice, really well. So we'll go ahead and drop it. Okay, we'll go ahead and drop it. Let you guys hear it, because I know that's what you guys want to do. But first, I'm going to tease you a little bit. I'm going to show you under the hood what we did and what we're going along with the car. Okay, now this is the 2019. For some of you guys that are just tuning in, it is a 2019 Orange Crush ZL1 1LE. Okay, so under the hood, virtually it stayed the same as the ZL1s. So some of you guys that have a ZL1, your buddy's got a ZL1, your friend's got one, they essentially look the same. Okay, the power-wise, all look and fit and finish, they're all the same. But what sets the ZL1 1LE apart from the ZL1 is the suspension. But under the hood, like I said, virtually it stayed the same. And as you guys can see, we've been kind of hard at work. I got the factory intake sitting over here. And don't get me wrong, the factory intake does a great job of getting this LT4 some air, but I mean, you guys can see that filter, it just looks a little bit restrictive. I mean, maybe it doesn't restrict as much as you would think, but I like the way, you know, a nice open element filter looks, okay? So what we did is we went and tested the Roto-Fab Cold Air Intake, okay? Now, we tested it because the customers had Roto-Fabs on his previous cars, and he's always loved the fit and finish of their stuff. Loves the guys at Roto-Fab. They've always been a big supporter of the Camaro community. So those guys and a couple other manufacturers are always out there supporting us. So he thought, why not stick with what he's got and what he's used to, and stuck with the Roto-Fab. So you guys can see here, okay, you guys can see here, we got the Roto-Fab with the dry filter. He went with the dry filter, okay? He wanted to go with the dry filter. That fit right in, went right back in the factory location, just like the previous ZL1s on the 2018s when Roto-Fab confirmed theirs. So that went right on. Everything goes back together very nice. We have our underhood plates that are also here. Those go together very nice, very well. Finish off that Orange Crush. Seeing this car in person, some people might be like, oh man, it's a bright color. Seeing it in person and under the light we have here, it's actually a very nice color. Pops off very well with those underhood plates and that intake. Now some of you guys might be asking, why dry intake? Why not an oiled filter? Why a dry filter? What's the difference between them? Well, there's not really a whole lot of difference when it comes to power. Where I like to kind of refer between the dry and the oiled is mainly maintenance, okay? Now an oiled filter, you will have to maintain a little bit more than a dry filter because the oil will hold on to the different dirt and deposits and stuff like that, so it will hold on to that stuff. The dry filter won't hold on to it as much, but you will be able to clean them both off. They're both reusable, and they're both able to be reused and cleaned, not a problem. So we have that there, we have that going on, and we got a few other things that we're going to do to it. We're going to test the expansion tanks. I have one sitting over there ready to test for it. We're going to test some side markers, make sure everything works fine. There's not going to be any issues down the road or anything like that. So there are a few other things that we are going to be testing to make sure that when you guys get these 2019s, there's some of you guys that are ordering it, maybe some of you guys are holding off on your 18, your 16, maybe even your 5th gen, waiting to get a 19. Well, we're going to be trying to make sure that some of these products are going to be fitting and finishing without a problem. So now what are you all tuned in for, right? Why not fire it up? Why not fire it up, honey? I mean, so I don't know if y'all are ready, but let's find out. So now this is a manual transmission car, okay? So it does have a clutch and brake pedal that we do have to depress. But once we get that depressed, we'll go ahead and fire it up. Now, cameraman, I'm gonna say you might want to step back a little bit because this thing does get pretty rowdy. All right, guys, now I want to still let it sit here for a minute and let you guys just listen to that rumble, that nice little low tone at idle. And I swear, guys, you guys driving this system, you're driving this car, and I mean, there's virtually no drone inside of it. So we're excited to see about it. We put them on, we put the axle back systems on, we put a cat back system on an SS, and everything has worked out to be great. Now, the rumble you get out of this car is very nice. It's very quiet, very tame. But when you go to hit that throttle, obviously it's woken up. So it comes out perfect. In my opinion, it's a great, nice tone to it. So that's it, guys. That's what I got for you. As far as the 2019 ZL1 1LE is concerned, the AWE systems have been confirmed to fit. We got everything done, we got pictures, we got information just to make sure that our guys know when you guys call in, they know exactly what to tell you. Now, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Give us a call, shoot us a message. We'll help you out as best as we can. And guys, I hope you all have a great Thursday, and maybe we'll be seeing you guys here around in the next couple weeks or so. Update, actually before we go, SEMA's coming up. So we will be going to SEMA. Okay, we will be out there getting all the footage and getting all the Camaros and stuff like that out there for you guys. So that'll be exciting to see. As you guys can see, I posted a couple days ago, the Camaro's got the new shock color. That's exciting to see too. We'll hope to see that in person. Yeah, we'll have SEMA coming up in the next couple weeks. So we'll be doing a couple more videos, so I hope you guys stay tuned. And like I said, we'll see you guys next time.